Hey, what's up guys, it's Graphic Phoenix back with another video today, and today is the day we are moving Turok, the Triceros Jacksoni Xantholophus. He is doing very well in this cage, but he does need an upgrade, and we're going to be putting him in this cage right here. This is Kai's old cage. It's 18 by 18 by 36 tall. And there's some plants growing in there. Obviously, I'll be moving most of the plants. The ones I'm going to keep in here is likely the jackfruit, this guy here, just because it's a fairly strong plant. I know it's probably not good for them, but the Jackson's Chameleon don't normally eat leaves, and I haven't noticed him eating any leaves, so I'll just have to keep an eye on him and make sure that he continues that trend. And I'm going to be keeping the passion fruit vines in here because they're doing very, very well, and I figured why not. So what I'm going to be doing to, I guess, waterproof my chameleon cage and, or splash proof, I guess, is using this corrugated plastic. Just stuff that you find at, Home Hardware, Rona, or wherever you shop. I'm going to be cutting it to the exact inside edge of the cage and covering both sides and the back. So this will help with humidity for me just because I live in a not so humid climate and Turok likes his humidity. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be using the corrugated plastic to lock in some humidity. So what I'm going to do is put you guys down, cut this out, and then install a board, and you guys can see how I do that and what it looks like when it's done. I don't think I really need to show you cutting this. All you're going to need is a sharp razor blade, or I guess scissors work as well, but not nearly as well. So I'll be using a nice sharp razor blade and then a metal ruler to kind of make a nice straight line, hopefully. And I also am cutting it on top of a piece of wood that I had just sitting in my garage. You want to make sure, especially for me because I'm on my bed, that I am protecting my bed and only going to cut the plastic rather than my bed sheets. So far what I've done is I've emptied the tank, I've cleaned it, and I'm kind of planning out what I'm going to do next. But what I'm here to show you is the sides. You can see here, it's not the best view in the world, but I basically have the sides all PVC or H-core plastic in, and then I went around all the seams with black duct tape just to kind of make it look nice. You can get maybe a little bit better of a feel for it over here. It looks amazing, actually. I'm really happy with the way this turned out. And essentially what I'm going to do now, I don't really want to do a time lapse or anything like that because I want to do my jams and I want to set this tank up for him. So what my plan is to do is basically plant hopefully all three of these in the back portion of the pot there, and then plant his umbrella plant, which is that guy there, in the front of the pot. Or maybe a different pot, probably in the front of this pot, and then basically just have one pot in the tank. As you can see, it looks really good. I'm really happy with it so far. So I'm going to get going, and I'll come back at the very end and show you him in his new habitat and show you exactly what I've done with branches and with everything else. Ladies and gentlemen, give you Turok's new cage. Check this thing out. This is going to be sick. When the back wall fills with the passion fruit vine, and when... oh, I just can't wait. This is going to be so cool. So I think Kai should be kind of jealous of Turok's new cage because this thing is pimp. I mean, we got the jackfruit tree right here, we got the schlafera, and then we got the passion fruit all along the back wall. I'm kind of hoping that the passion fruit just rises up and just takes over the back wall. That would be ideal, and that's what I'm going to try and shoot for. I'm going to prune it and stuff like that so it kind of fills in the back. But I think this turned out pretty well. I only had one vine to work with, so there's a lot of bamboo stakes in here, and hopefully I'll be adding another vine in here at some point. Won't be right away, but eventually I will certainly add another vine. So the last part that we're missing is adding Turok himself. The beautiful Jackson's Chameleon. And I will put him into his new home. Go, buddy. Yeah, hoo-hoo, boy. Check it out. Look at that. He just looks like a king sitting up there. Oh, I'm so stoked. Check it out. And the Mist King, I'll just turn it on for him. There's an automatic on that will like start it manually. And he hates mist, but this is what he gets. There you go. It's like, oh, okay. Wow. So you can see there's some mist in there. I am going to be adding a second nozzle here just because I want to have these plants get wet as well. So since this is a like building a chameleon cage, I want to walk you through a couple different things that you want to do. Now you want to have gradients. You want to have right under the basking light and then a little bit further away and then like canopy, just so they can get a gradient of heat and humidity and UV. That is something very important to them, so try and grade your cage like that. As you can see, he can get to the bottom, but it's not going to be that likely that he goes down there. Hopefully, maybe he will, I'm not really sure. I encourage you to have live plants in there. They help with humidity. They give, again, the humidity gradients that a lot of chameleons desire, and they help with overall health of the cage. They'll use the waste that the chameleons produce for their roots, and they'll grow. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it was just kind of a quick one. There wasn't a ton to it, but you guys saw what I did to the sides of the cage. You guys have seen the final product. I didn't walk you guys through it, but basically a quick explanation is I stick the branches, the like thin spindly ones, through the top of the cage so then they can be anchored, and the rest is all just jammed in here via pressure. So that wraps up the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will give you updates as we go along. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like down below. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, leave them in the comment section, and subscribe to my channel for more reptiles, frogs, and plant videos in the future. Have a good one, guys. Graphic Phoenix, out of here.